Hello everyone, my name is George and there is a new session coming in my YouTube channel which is called TTG, which stands for Talk to George, and this is the first ever session and I'm with Premila here.
Hiya.
And Premila is the manager of a brand called MaxCLondon. And do you want to kind of talk through to the viewers what's like about you and your brand?
Okay. Yeah, hi. My name is Premila Van Ommen, and I am a manager, the head manager of a brand called MaxCLondon. It's an independent women's wear high street fashion label, and we've been in the business since 2007.
Okay.
I've worked in retail for nearly 15 years, from 1999, but the brand itself was only started like 8 years ago.
That was 7, right?
2007. Yeah, and at the same time, while I was working on the brand and also working in shops, I studied anthropology, so I have a master's degree in anthropology as well.
Wow, that was unexpected. That's like a complete polar opposite of fashion.
It is. It was quite the opposite. Learning about tribes and stuff, and then suddenly you learn about ancient peoples, and then at the same time you're learning like what's on the street now and contemporary trends, what's on for next season.
Okay.
So very different.
So what made you choose fashion or like follow the fashion path?
Well, first, I didn't choose it because I just needed something to work in to pay for my studies.
Right.
But as I got into it, I found it really interesting. And then while I was studying, I decided with a friend, to start the brand.
Right.
And as that took off, that was also helping sustain our studies.
Okay.
My studies, sorry. And it was just a very interesting line of work. So, it was something that, rather than working at McDonald's, it was something that you could just really enjoy working in and at the same time have some flexibility for studying. But I think after I finished studying, the job was pretty good.
Right.
So, and the label already started taking off. So, there was already a job there waiting for me.
That's good.
And so yeah, that's how it started, Yeah.
Do you mind just like talking through a little bit about MaxCLondon?
Okay, the brand itself.
The brand itself, yeah.
Brand itself actually started in the market stalls of London. I was working in Camden Market. Samuel, the head of Maxi, he was working in Camden. Then I worked for him in Greenwich Market.
Right.
Right. These are not glamorous places.
These are marketplaces for all those non-British people out there who don't know what that is.
Yeah, just I mean, it's not that much different from like a fruit market stall, right? But you're just selling clothes. So you have all these sort of like plastic banners and that kind of stuff. And then there was also Lee. He's the head of accessories, so he's the other partner of the brand. And then he was just selling bags within the market stall. And what happened with Lee and Samuel is that when they were selling items, other market traders saw how popular they were.
Right.
And they said, hey, can you supply us? Do you have some extra so we can sell it in our shop? And so that's where the brainchild of that came through. It wasn't nobody had studied fashion. It wasn't a desire to sort of it wasn't a very creative process in a designer's perspective that you have a collection and you want to show it to the world. It was like, oh, this is a good business.
So it was more of a business side that kind of interested you guys.
Yes, that's how it started.
More than the, not the creative, but like more than the making process. It was more the business side.
It was more the business side. That's actually how a lot of sort of high street fashion labels in the UK they've started. They're very much from a business perspective.
Right.
But that doesn't mean to say that creativity gets thrown out the window.
Of course.
Right. So what you do need is very good designs. Because you can't just say, well, yeah, let's just open a restaurant, I don't know what food to sell, or that kind of thing. It's the same with any business.
Always know what you're putting yourself into.
Yeah. Market traders, what we do is sometimes also sell dresses in rock festivals. And it was really surprising because we had this one dress shortly before we started the brand. Right? And that sold at Leeds Festival.
Okay.
Now that's a festival that's that's very hard rock and alternative.
Wait, so is this not like your typical concert?
No, it's
No.
not like Glastonbury where you
No.
have everybody. Like you'll never see
Okay.
Beyonce at Leeds. Leeds is the same. It's the twin festival of Reading Festival. So you
Right.
have Metallica, Slayer, Chemical Brothers.
So it's more like a rock band, type like rock, very
rock, emo,
okay.
metal.
Very hardcore.
Very hardcore, right? And then suddenly you have like a fabulous chiffon dress in the middle of a rock festival selling at a stall. And surprisingly, it did really well.
Did it?
Yeah, and it sold for £45.
God, that's really good.
Right?
Sold out as well.
We sold out.
That's really good if it's for a festival and it's very soft, like she said.
Exactly. Like who buys a floral chiffon dress in the middle of a Metallica concert? Just imagine that.
Someone did.
Right?
So
and it all sold out. So then we thought, okay, we're on to something really good. And from that, we were able to test like the response to say, hey, you know, if people at a big rock festival can like a very pretty dress, then surely it's really good, right? And that's how we tested, you know.
Oh, that's good.
And then later, so to launch yourself, we had a really tiny little stall at the back of the Pure London trade show. It's an annual trade show. It's a biannual trade show, so you show your winter and your summer collections for the UK High Street. So that's where a lot of people like Motel Rocks and say Duck and Cover. These are very UK sort of
it's like
fashion brands.
It's a local brand? Is it like what kind of brand is it?
Mostly UK.
Okay,
but
UK
then you do
brand,
have some international people like Desigual. They showcase their stuff there first before launching into the rest of UK. So you have brands like that.
Okay.
And then if you are rich or you have enough funding, then you have these beautiful stalls, and then all these big department stores, owners of, you know, people like ASOS, they will go there.
Oh, right.
And or even Topshop will come around because there's a section in Topshop where they show independent fashion brands as well.
Oh, right.
So they will come around, and that's where all the scouts come. Right? So we didn't have a beautiful stall. We were at the very back.
Right.
But we still got noticed.
Hey, that's what matters, right? It's not about having the biggest stall or having the most, like, you know, glamorous or glittery.
So long as you have an amazing dress on a mannequin, people will see it, even if it's in the corner.
It's about the quality.
Yeah. I think that's true. And also the ad campaigns for that was also very good.
Right.
Because my sister helped me out. Her name's Rebecca.
Okay.
Rebecca Van Ommen. She was also starting out in the UK then. Right. She later went on to become art director at Getty Images.
Okay.
Right. And then she also, after that, she started her own label. Well, her own stuff is www.beckyvanommen.com.
Right.
And her company is called Paperboat Creative. So.
Okay, so the links are here and also in the description box.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, back then she was also starting out. I was starting out, right?
Hey.
And then,
such a coincidence.
And then we had no money for models, so we just asked people on Gumtree. We said, hey, you know, like my sister can take nice photos. You can get a free photo if you come work with us. So we got some really beautiful girls who also had no experience in modeling, right? And another friend who just helped out with makeup. In fact, like, I don't wear much makeup, but I was the makeup artist just combing people's hair, right?
Well, and it's the first time for everyone, isn't it?
And the photo shoot was just at the back of my house, right? We just used the wall, like the gate, as a background.
Well, as long as it works, that's what matters.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as the photo comes good, that's what matters.
And so that's how we noticed. So people saw the dress, but people also saw some amazing photos. And I think to have a strong image, that confidence there, that's what really matters.